What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and welcome to another quick Overwatch news video. Today I'll be talking about a recent discovery that seems to indicate that some content may have been cut from the 2017 Winter Wonderland event. Next is a forum post addressing one-tricking and how it pertains to getting banned from the game, and last has to do with some movement changes that could lead to some drastic changes when it comes to heroes like Winston, Pharah, D.Va, and maybe even Mercy. So without further ado, let's jump on in. It was discovered recently that a Play Overwatch sponsored post on Instagram, which was showing off all the content from the Winter Wonderland event, seemingly featured two victory poses, one for Bastion and one for Sombra, which don't actually exist in the game. Now, as we can see from this image, they clearly have the similar sort of toast pose that many other heroes got victory poses for. However, despite this post clearly showing off that Sombra and Bastion had toast victory poses as well, as many of you will probably have already realized, they don't actually exist in the game. They weren't part of the 2017 Winter Wonderland event, and they weren't part of the 2016 Winter Wonderland event. Now, my guess personally is just that these are going to be added in 2018 or maybe even 2019. We already know that Blizzard clearly works on things, particularly events, new heroes, stuff like that, long ahead of time, well before the public ever finds out that they exist. So it wouldn't be that surprising to me for Blizzard to have developed a bunch of different toast victory poses for all the current heroes, and then kind of rationed how many they put into each event. Obviously, if they put all 26 in on a single event, there'd be a lot of new stuff to get that year, but then the following years would be missing out on content. The other sort of reason I could possibly see is maybe at the last minute, Blizzard decided that they didn't like the look of these victory poses for whatever reason, and thought that they should just cut them from the event instead of throwing them in a unsatisfying form. This I consider less likely because they look alright from the image that we see here, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Moving on to our next item, we have an Overwatch forum post talking about one-tricking and how bans are handled, and even the risk of getting possibly banned yourself for falsely reporting people. Now first up, it emphasizes that one-tricking is not seen as a problem by Blizzard, so long as the person is actually trying, so to say. The post itself is pretty long, so I don't think I'm going to be throwing up specific text examples on screen, but I will absolutely have it linked down in the description, so I do encourage you to click it on there and check it out for yourself to read through it in its entirety. But basically, you won't be banned for playing just one hero, even if it's Torbjorn on attack or any of the other generic issues that we come across, but rather you will be banned if you're playing a hero who's not helping, but you're the reason that the hero isn't helping. For example, a Torbjorn on attack could be trying his hardest and be putting his turret in the right places and it's just not working, but the fact that he's playing Torbjorn is not a reason to get banned. However, if someone is playing, let's say, Soldier 76, a hero which is generally useful on most maps and on most situations, but the player themselves isn't trying, maybe they're just kind of running around in circles, not leaving the spawn, just running into other teammates, things like that will result in you getting banned, which personally I think is a relatively fair way to do it. Obviously, when it comes to banning people and figuring out when someone's trolling or just not that good at the game can be quite difficult, so it's a very sort of touchy area, but I feel like Blizzard is doing the right thing and trying to clarify and trying to come to a more set in stone idea of what is good for being banned and what is, okay and maybe you just need to get better at the game. This post did also mention that reporting people falsely, so basically just spamming people for no reason whatsoever, just doing it in mass quantity, that is going to be frowned upon quite severely by Blizzard. I don't believe the post specifies that you can currently get banned for falsely reporting people. However, that does seem like a likely direction that I could easily see the game going towards. I mean, if you're going to abuse the reporting system in a way that doesn't help anyone and really just gives more work for Blizzard themselves to have to sift through all these fake reports and things like that, then yeah, okay, I think we need to start bringing the hammer down on people who are gonna squander the game's resources like that. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to really necessarily question, oh, is this person really doing a bad thing in terms of reporting them? No, I don't think you're gonna get banned because someone was spamming a specific voice line and you reported them, but then they're like, oh, I was just having fun, and then, oh, you get banned. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think you have to get scared about reporting people, but if someone's doing something bad, report them. But otherwise, please, for the love of God, do not just abuse the system. Anyways, moving on to our final topic for today, we got a post on the forums from Jeff Kaplan talking about some movement changes which are coming to the PTR. These changes are apparently supposed to kind of keep your speed more consistent when it comes to going up and down inclines. Previously, certain places you would be moving faster or slower as you're going up or down, and I guess it just seemed kind of inconsistent and maybe kind of confusing for certain players. Honestly, it's not something that I could say I've ever noticed or had an issue with. But I think Blizzard just kind of wants to do some more back-end tweaking. It's probably a lot more complicated to explain than can be done in a little video like this. However, the effects that we're most prominently going to see, it sounds like, are heroes who have a lot of aerial time are going to have a bit more control in the air. In the post itself, Jeff specifically references Winston and his jump pack ability. When he's doing his long jump, he'll have a bit more control over where he lands and how he moves in the air. This could be a buff to Winston. It really depends on how much more control he gets. I think just outwardly saying this is a Winston buff might be a bit preemptive. However, other heroes that could easily be affected in this in a positive way include Pharah, D.Va, and Mercy, since all of them spend a fair bit of time in the air. Anyways, that'll wrap up today's quick news video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a comment below addressing any of the things I talked about here today. And be sure to hit that like button, and you can subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit the bell to keep up with all my future Overwatch content and help out my channel. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day.